The capital city of Triskelion is under siege. 4 factions vie for dominance in what was a prosperous center of industry. Only one force will emerge victorious, though, and claim this perfect staging ground for further conquest. Welcome to 40K in 40 Minutes Championships. Welcome, folks, to our third invitational 40K in 40 Minutes Championship Series. To wrap up each of our seasons on YouTube, we've invited back some fan favorites and thrown them together in a 4-game mini-tournament to see who emerges as this year's champion. Will it be the resilient Death Guard, piloted by Child of Chaos Tycho Imiga? Can the Orcs, run by Mr. Initiative James Jones, wog hard enough? Will the Necrons and Michael Buckthorp see his luck return, or is it truly the year of Steve and his Astral Claws?
I'm your host, JT McDowell, and welcoming you is Tao Nick over here. Huh? Woo! I'm excited to be here, JT.
I'm excited to have the Master of Explosions with me on this project.
It's gonna be one heck of a championship game.
It's fantastic. This is shaping up to be an absolutely amazing championship thus far.
One thing that's different about this year from previous year is how we're doing the scoring.
Yeah.
The player that wins the whole tournament is not necessarily the player that won both their games.
Exactly right. While who you play in round 2 is going to be determined by who won the previous game, the overall winner is just the combined score of both games.
So James lost his first game, Tycho won his first game. They're gonna go on and play on in game 3 and 4, but they still both have a chance to win and lose.
Exactly. Tycho is going to play the winner of this game of Steve and Michael, and James is going to play the loser of this game of Steve and Michael. Tycho got 80 points in that game, James got 67. So that's only 13 points. The next game, it's not much at all.
Should make for an exciting ride. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. 4 players, 4 games, 1 champion. This first round is brought to you by Frontline Gaming. FrontlineGaming.org is your go-to for all things Warhammer, and we are super pleased to be using their terrain and their mat for this first round of our championship. If you need anything Warhammer related, be sure to check out FrontlineGaming.org and tell them PlayOn sent you. Today we see Steve's Astral Claws take on Michael Buckthorp's Necron Dynasty in what promises to be a knockdown, drag-out, shoot-'em-up kind of match.
Hey everybody, this is Space 3C from Play on Tabletop, and I'm so excited to be here in the studio today. I get to play in the championships again.
Steve has brought his Astral Claws again and is fielding a fairly straightforward Space Marine style list. He has an Apothecary, Lieutenant, and Primaris Captain leading 3 squads of Intercessors, a 9-man and 2 5-mans, a squad of Reavers, a Redemptor Dread, and an Invader ATV, 2 squads of Hellblasters, and an Impulsor. I expect the Dreadnought to really pull some weight in this match, and those Hellblasters can make short work of Michael's vehicles.
This year is the year of Steve, and thus, I shall get that plaque. It's going to happen. I believe. I believe in Steve.
So tell me about Steve's army. What is he bringing today?
Steve is bringing his Astral Claws, beautifully painted by Siege Studios, absolutely fantastic army. Steve likes to play a castle, which is kind of at odds with the Astral Claws in the sense that they're really good at assaulting, running up the board, and getting into position.
Steve is generally a defensive player.
He tends to be, and I think he struggles a little bit with taking advantage of what the Astral Claws can really bring. He plays them more like Ultramarines with a castle, to his detriment sometimes, and sometimes he pilots that to victory. So it can throw your opponents for a bit of a loop when you do the opposite of what they're expecting.
You know, whenever I get to play against Steve, I always lose. So I actually think that Steve has a real good chance here. But maybe that says more about me than him.
You do play Tau, though.
My name is Michael Buckthorp. I'm returning for a triumphant second, hopefully, match in this new edition.
Michael has brought a really interesting Necron list. A Catacomb Command Barge and Technomancer lead 3 squads of Immortals, 8 Lich Guard and 2 squads of Scarab Swarms, and a squad of Wraiths, as well as 2 Crypto Thralls. In support, he's brought a Locust Heavy Destroyer, as well as a Tesseract Ark, and Watson, the Doomsday Ark, returns to the channel.
I believe this is the year of Steve, is it? We'll see about that.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Watson, that Doomsday Ark. I want to see it take out that Redemptor, and I want to see it explode.
You know what? That would be fun. It would be sad for Steve, but I don't know if the Doomsday Ark can do that. I don't think it can.
Interesting.
Redemptor Counterfire plus the Hellblasters are going to turn Watson into so much scrap.
Well, we've seen it happen both ways. So I'll bet you lunch on it?
I'll bet you lunch.
Ah,
you already owe me lunch from the first one, so this might make us even.
This time we're going somewhere cheaper. So what mission are we playing today?
Playing the same mission as we played in the last game, Scorched Earth. So there's 6 objectives on the table. It's a hold 1 for 5, hold 2 for 10, hold more than your opponent for another 5, so maximum 15 primary. And 2 of the objectives can be raised, the ones in your opponent's deployment zone. For secondaries, Steve has taken Retrieve Octarius data, scoring points for performing actions in each of 4 table quarters. Engage on all fronts, scoring for having units in multiple quarters again, and Oaths of Moment, a Space Marine specific objective. Michael has taken Behind Enemy Lines, scoring points for having units in Steve's deployment zone, Grind Them Down, scoring 3 points each turn he destroys more units than Steve does, and Ancient Machineries, a Necron specific objective.
So the great thing about playing Astral Claws and them being Ultramarine successor chapters, I know everyone's like, they're Red Corsairs, but Ultramarine successors, is that I get access, sweet access, to that redeploy strat. And that redeploy strat is huge because I can deploy aggressively for an aggressive game style, or if I'm going second and I need to back up, I can back up. I have that option, right? And Michael, he doesn't have that option.
One of the things I'm worried about seeing Steve's army is his Hellblasters. The Astral Claws have that specific range advantage with their assault weapons. So I have to be very hesitant in how I place my vehicles. They can get eaten up pretty quick with those damage 2 weapons, especially 3 shots apiece. My quantum shielding will help a little bit, but there's only so much my special force fields are going to block.
So deployment's pretty much done here, and Steve's done a really interesting move. He's put one of his Hellblasters in reserve, and he's put the other Hellblasters in his Impulsor.
That's not a bad decision, actually. He's trying to protect his Hellblasters should he not go first.
And they're a very key unit.
Now, he does have that Ultramarine redeploy. However, that doesn't mean he can take them off the board.
It is very expensive to do that redeployment strategy.
It is very expensive. So hiding one in a unit so he's got some pressure immediately, and then bringing another one on turn 2, exactly where he needs it to be, I think that's the best of both worlds.
Do you think he's deployed well enough to take into account Michael's pre-game movement and his possible turn 1 deep strike ability?
I think Steve has hidden his units and his big guns really well. I don't think he actually needs to redeploy here. I think he's in a good position to start this game and should save those command points and just go right to it, no matter who goes first.
They sometimes say that the game is won or lost in the deployment phase. However, in this particular case, I can't tell. So let's go on to turn 1.
Good luck. Good luck. Have fun.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, now I have some pre-game shenanigans. How about you?
I do have pre-game shenanigans as well. We should roll off theirs.
We should do that.
Yeah, we should do that too.
Let's put it on the table.
1.
With a 2.
Look at that. I've lost both dice rolls already. This is just going great.
I am done, sir.
So that thing can see this right now.
Correct.
These 2 are going to go. I'm not going to do a third one.
Okay.
So the Dreadnought's going to go back here.
Okay.
And then my ATV.
See him still. He's tired.
So Steve's deciding to do that pre-game, take 3 units, put them somewhere else ability.
I think this is a mistake.
It's real expensive.
I think this is a mistake. He's hidden from those guns. He's already hidden from those big guns, and he's redeployed into range. He knows he's not going first. I think this is a mistake. I think this could really bite him.
He's also put his Redemptor Dreadnought way down south behind some slowing down terrain.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to move up the board quick enough to get pressure and get into combat, because that's where that Dread, as many guns as that Redemptor has, in close combat is where he's going to murderize some Necrons.
Particularly against Necrons.
Especially against the Doomsday Ark, or against the Tesseract Ark, or the Catacomb Command Barge. Whichever one gets close, that Dreadnought can seriously punch the crap out of it. I think this is an error.
However, maybe he has a strategy that we haven't thought about.
Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Maybe I'm not wearing pants.
Michael ticks up to 10 command points, and he's using Protocol of the Sudden Storm, so his units will get an extra inch of movement from his Necron protocols.
And I believe that is the end of the conventional movement phase. I am going to activate my second trap card, which is going to be Technomancer's Veil of Darkness.
Sure.
I'm going to yoink this fella here.
The Technomancer. He's going to go over there.
He's going to go over here. Let's go to shooting phase.
All right.
Okie dokie. So let's start off with this lone Tesla man. The lone Tesla man who will be 24 inches away from the Primaris Marine hanging out outside there.
Shooting phase, Steve using Transhuman Physiology on his big Intercessor unit, down to 6 command points here. Michael responds with Malevolent Arcing, so that his Tesla will potentially spread some mortal wounds around Steve's castle.
Sometimes I find that these strats aren't always worth the points that you put into it. But you know what? Like, we'll see if it works out for him.
Nope, no wound. But let's start rolling for
The Apothecary.
So Apothecary takes a mortal wound.
6 up. Nope. The Lieutenant.
He takes a mortal wound.
6 up. Nope. Other 5-man unit.
Yep.
Good. 6 up. Nope. And then the Dread. All of them. Nope. Well, that worked out as good as it possibly could work out, and actually better than it ever does work out. So congratulations, Michael. Everything worked out for you.
Boy, that was serious value for 1 command point.
Okay, I'm going to take this fella over here. He can trace a bead on the tire.
Locust fires into the invader. Techno-oracular targeting for 1 command point, sees it auto-wound its target. Michael's down to 8 command points, and Steve is down an ATV.
So that went well.
I would say that went really well, Mike.
Let's continue the trend of doing very well. I'm going to fire the Overlord and the Catacomb Command Barge. He's going to put his shots into the Sparkling Squad.
The front unit.
Yep. Phase. So it does D3 damage for the big 3.
Big 3. So see if I can get a couple 6s here and save it, dude.
Let's do it. Yahtzee.
I can get 1, but it still kills me.
I kind of want to fire this thing because this is its
maiden voyage.
Yeah, maiden voyage. I'm going to do it in the Tesseract Singularity Chamber. I'm going to do Solar Fire, which is heavy D6 shots.
Okay.
How many shots?
6 whole shots, folks.
And
I got none of them. 1, 1, 3.
okay, so I'll roll one at a time because D6 damage. So
Yeah.
first one, flat 6.
Flat 6.
There we go.
Guys, maybe I could get Yahtzee. No.
Okay, next one.
3 kill it, dude.
That's 3.
Oh, I get 1.
You
He
get
still
him.
dies,
There you go.
though.
2.
2.
Can you make it?
I don't know.
Can you make it?
Hey, I did
Yeah,
make
you
1.
made
Look
it.
at
So you
that.
got 1 with 1 wound. So 2 gauze cannons have 3 shots apiece
5.
for 2 damage.
2 damage. There's 1 guy with 1 wound left. I make neither. That guy dies.
Just because it's a pot shot, I got 2 fellas over here who can see the back half of your.
Sure. He's 7.
He's-
5 up. Nope.
Nope. Very good. Just 1 damage. Just
1 whole damage,
Yep,
eh?
1 hole.
Sounds good.
Okay, last but not least, Watson. So he's going to fire his big gun and his gauze flare array at the fellas in cover.
Sounds good.
Transhuman. Okay, roll them 1 at a time. D6
Yeah.
damage. So first one for 6.
Yep. See if I Yahtzee this.
Almost.
So 1 guy biffs it.
Okay, next one does another flat 6. Oh, these are some nice things.
Cool, dude. Yeah.
Okay, and last one. Only 1 in the last one.
He doesn't make that. Okay. Well. It's Pretty gnarly.
Let's go to the Lich Guard, who are going to put
into these
an
guys?
assault. Yeah, you got it. They're going to charge those fellows. Would you like to Overwatch?
No, I don't want to Overwatch. Thank
All
you.
right. So I'm looking for a 9, and I have also got a reroll in the pocket because of the Warlord trait for the Technomancer.
Sounds good. Reroll it.
Here we go. Yahtzee.
Did you get it?
11.
Sure. Sure.
You're Steve!
Yeah, I guess.
It's the weirdest spelling of Steve. It's spelled Michael though.
Yeah,
it's the
I
weirdest
guess
thing.
it is.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys, 3 attacks apiece.
Yep.
Should be 24 attacks.
Here we go.
Here we go.
No transhuman for Steve here. Interesting. It actually might have been worth it.
Sounds good. 6s. I get 1.
But it seems like he's kind of abandoned those Reavers.
Whoa! Wow. That was quite the turn 1 for Michael.
Oh, Michael rolled everything he needed to. We talked about it before. From one shot, 1 damage to 6 shots and 36 damage. And he was on the high end of that the entire time.
Everything he needed to happen happened.
He just absolutely pounded the heck out of those Space Marines.
Steve's on a real back foot here, and we gotta see if he can come back from that.
You know, he still can. He still has the potential here. He's still got both units of Hellblasters. The Redemptor's a bit out of the fight, and those Intercessors are hurt, but the Apothecary can bring them back. He can still get into position here. I think he still has a chance, but he's really up against it, and he's really got to fight hard for it.
He's gotta deal with those wraiths, he's gotta do some serious damage, and he's gotta push Michael off those objectives.
Exactly.
Up to 7 command points for Steve, spending one right away on combat restoratives to bring back an Intercessor, so he's back down to 6 command points remaining.
This Dreadnought is going to move and touch this piece of terrain.
Okay.
So I'm putting them up here and stuff so we don't forget, but they're going to move on to this objective. So movement phase is coming to an end, and this unit of Intercessors in the back line in this building, they're going to rod in this table quarter.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Impulsor, and it's going to shoot into the Scarabs first.
Okay.
3 Stormbolters.
I make none. 1 more base dice. And 1 takes a wound.
Okay, so I'm going to leave that section for a second.
Okay.
We're going to go over here. This unit of Intercessors is going to shoot into the Wraiths.
Okay.
5 3-ups.
I am a Space Marine.
So
One
okay.
1 fail.
And then so my next unit, the 5-man, will shoot into them as well.
Ooh.
None of them.
Oh,
Great.
no.
Rerolling.
I make them all.
Yeah, okay. And then the Dreadnought is going to shoot all of its guns except for the rocket launchers because they're not in range. All the guns will go into them as well.
All the guns.
So I will overcharge the Macroplasma.
Seal of Oath target is the Wraith, so he's going to be re-rolling hits and wounds on them. The Redemptor is spending a command point to re-roll the number of shots that it gets down to 5, and the Wraiths are taking a beating.
Yeah. Fail 1.
3 damage.
So you ice one of the guys. Is
Okay.
anything else?
Yeah,
rest
do 3
roll.
shots. Rocket, it's on 3s, wounds on 3s. Rerolling. Nope.
Oh.
I have a Seal of Oath, man. Like,
Steve! We need to get you new dice.
You know what? The funny thing is, it's only on camera.
It's only on camera. I played against him off camera and he kicks my butt.
I don't know what it is, whether his dice have stage fright. Is that possible? Can we look that
We're
up?
using the same dice.
this is brutal.
Ooh. Oh.
Force.
So fail 4 of them. Is there anything else from the Dreadnought firing at him?
Nothing else from the Dread.
All right, I'm going to roll reanimation protocols for the Wraiths. So there are 2 Wraiths dead. They get 3 wounds apiece. Any 5s and 6s, I need 3. Which I do not. Nobody gets back up.
I'm gonna go with these Hellblasters.
Okay.
Shoot everything into the Scarabs.
Okay.
is he shooting at the scarabs?
You know what? I think he's in his own head here. I think he's worried about Michael scoring points rather than taking out what can hurt him.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like, it is a points game. You got to get the points, and so, but that's a massive trade-off.
But
I hope it's worth it.
But it doesn't matter if he doesn't take away the stuff that can hurt him. Those scarabs are no threat. They might score Michael points, but they're not a threat to him. The Doomsday Ark, the Catacomb Command Barge, the Lich Guard, the Wraiths. I mean, yes, he's Seal of Oath the race. Yes, those dice rolls were atrocious. But the Tesseract Ark is still a massive threat. He's got to be targeting that stuff with his Hellblasters, not the scarabs.
In other words, that's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
So on threes,
You probably got that one there.
so no points there for you, thank goodness. And then I am going to come to the end of my shooting phase.
Okay.
Spending 2 command points now on rapid fire, shooting again into the Wraiths and trying to get rid of them. He's down to 3 command points already, but those Wraiths are just not dying. Michael re-rolls a save, take him down to 7 command points, and that's gotta be frustrating to have that unit absorb all that firepower and still be standing.
Yeah, he's laughing at me because he knows how brutal it is.
End of turn 1, Steve's not scored yet and has no kills, so Michael will score 3 for grind them down to make our end of turn 1 score 5-0 in his favor. Michael ticks up to 8 command points and scores 15 points on primary.
Okay, let's do this.
His Necron protocol this turn is the Hungry Void. He's going to gain extra armor penetration onto wound roll of 6s.
So the scarabs in here are going to perform treasures a game.
Yeah, for sure.
They're going to basically pump that out until the end of the game.
Yeah, that checks out.
Let's go to the shooting phase.
Okay.
So I'm going to start off with the Tesla.
Once again, spending 1 command point on Malevolent Arcing as Steve is still grouped up pretty tight there to dish out some mortal wounds jumping around. He's down to 7 command points left.
Damn it. For the apothecary? Yep. Damn it. Gets it. From the lieutenant. Damn it!
Lockhurst Heavy Destroyer gets quickly shot into the tank.
Another command point on Techno-Oracular targeting, down to 6 command points, and he's really pounding away on Steve.
6 damage total.
6 whole damage.
And he
4
took-
wounds remaining.
Watson is going to, he sees this tank. He is going to put his big gun, so he fires at the lower profile because he did move. He's going to put it into the tank. So
Yeah.
I will do rapid fire flare array into the larger squad. So how many shots does Watson fire? 3.
I get
got
1.
one.
So D3 damage.
D3 for 3.
3.
He's got one left.
1 wound left.
They're going to be 20 shots going into the 5 Primaris in the back there.
Yes. I fail 2 of them. 6 ups. I get neither, so we'll kill this closest dude here. All right.
Well, let's put some shots into the Primaris and see what's left over after that. Pardon me, the Hellblasters.
Steve spends 1 command point to Transhuman Physiology. His Hellblasters, 2 command points left for him.
I would love for them to live. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I'd love for
It'd
it.
be swell.
It would be great. I just need
Okay.
like 1 or 2 of them would be awesome. I make 2 of them.
There you go. So we'll go with the Tesla Immortals over here, so they're in range.
Yeah. So I lose 2 Hellblasters.
I'm going to take the Tesseract Arc.
Okay.
I'm going to fire the main gun at the higher strength profile. I'm going to fire it into the Impulsor.
Sounds good.
I'm going to fire its Gauze cannons into the Hellblasters. Sounds good. So the big gun, how many shots? 3, which I will take.
Okay.
I'm hitting on 3s.
Sounds good.
Michael re-rolls to hit and drops to
does
5
matter.
command points.
9.
This is another attack. 8 damage.
Oh, this is just crazy. Steve is getting 0 value on his command point spends, and Michael is absolutely getting everything he can want.
You get none.
D3 damage apiece.
Okay, so the first one just kills 1,
Okay, second one does 3 damage,
and the last one
and 2 damage.
kills them both.
So next season, I think we gotta sell Steve Touch dice.
I think so. That people can give to their opponents.
That would be a good one.
That'd be a good idea.
I have a Staff of Light on the Cryptech, and he will put his shots. He gets 3 shots, strength 5.
These are 3s. I passed them both.
You got him. Okay, let's go to the charge phase. So
Alrighty, here we go.
first one is going to be Wraiths into these guys that are on the bottom floor.
Steve's overwatching the Wraiths now, and even with a reroll to hit and wound, still minimal effect. The trend continues for Steve, down to 1 command point.
So 6 and re-rolling because of the Techno...
The Techno Wizard.
Techno Wizard on the Silver Surfer.
Techno Wizard!
Looking for 6.
Yep.
That's 4, but I get a
Oh,
reroll.
wow, look at that. Please fail this.
That is a 10.
You totally get it. Okie dokie.
Artichoke. I am actually going to attempt to charge with my Technomancer as well.
Okay.
I'd have to go in that little gap over there. Do you
Yes,
mind?
there's a little spot for you. You must roll a 9.
Does he offer you life like this, I wonder? You just like find a 50 in his pocket like at every... Do you just pull a 20 out of your pocket right now?
Yeah. Right there. Look at him go. Attack cursed me, I know it.
Well, let's choose Lich card. Left.
Kills them perfectly. 8 perfectly. Boom. Dunzo. Alrighty, here we go.
So 4 text piece, hitting on 4s. I need 6.
I failed 2. So 2 damage,
2 damage
hit?
apiece. You
Okay,
got
so 2 of them. So the Power Fist guy lives.
your
Good.
swing, my friend.
Okay, so then, yeah, Power Fist man. Defend. Re-rolling.
Tax lucky dice. No, they failed me.
So
2.
one guy biffs it.
Michael scores 4 more here for behind enemy lines, 3 for ancient machineries, 15 primary to put him at 27 at the mid-turn with 5 command points left. Only 5 primary for Steve to start turn 2 and up to 2 command points.
Let's just go for it.
Steve spends one of his 2 command points on Wisdom of the Ancients for that Dreadnought to dish out some rerolls.
Then I think what happens is at the end of my movement phase, this unit.
Yes. Is
Okay,
this the
so
internet?
then my shooting phase,
You heard him.
this unit of intercessors in the on this back objective,
Okay.
and they're going to shoot all their audible rifles into the big that
Tesseract
thing.
card.
Yeah, the Tesseract.
Then it. Which I pass 2, fail 1. How much damage?
1 damage, just bolt guns.
And he has 10 wounds. He goes down to 9. Yeah. There's a command point I can spend to make everything fire at top bracket though. So.
The apothecary hucks a crack grenade into the
Okay.
Lich card.
All right.
3s. Oh yeah, eat
damage.
it. D3. 1 damage.
Okay.
Nick's laughing at me in the background because it's just so like.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I don't know what to say either, Nick.
Last command point here on Sons of Guilliman on his Hellblasters to reroll 1s there as well. Again, targeting the Scarabs and not the big guns.
However, I am gonna overcharge because I have to kill them.
You're
Watch me.
rerolling,
Yeah, I'm rerolling 1s, so it'll be okay. So on 3s, rerolling 1s.
There's 1.
I kill a dude.
there's-
Great, it's perfect.
Of course the Hellblaster killed itself. Of course.
Okay, then. I know it's at this point it's like it's just getting.
Imperium.
It's like almost sad.
Yeah, you killed him. You got him.
So then my Dreadnought is going to shoot everything into Watson. I overcharge with everything that can be
Okay,
overcharged.
I will spend 1 of my command points
So
to
you got
give
a
him.
4-up invul
You betcha.
save,
So
yeah.
I gotta go to 4 command points.
So D6 shots with the macro plasma incinerator. 1 shot. And I don't have any CP to reroll on 3s, rerolling 1s. I got a 2.
Wow, these rolls! Steve is rolling like a baby treats a diaper.
Sounds good, guys. Don't know what to say. Icarus Rocket Pod, 2 shots. On 3s, rerolling 1s. I got a 2 in there as well. On 3s, 1 AP -1.
Nope.
Oh, 2 damage.
There we go.
All right, that's pretty good. On 3s, rerolling 1s with the Gatling cannon. Oh, hey. 4 AP minus 1s.
4 AP minus 1s. Pass 1, fail 3. How much damage?
1 apiece.
So he is taking 5 total this turn.
Sounds good.
I pass them both.
And so then I'll go to my charge phase, and the lieutenant charges Watson.
So that's a bold choice here. Like, it's a desperate move. He's got to do something. I really hope this works out for him.
You know what it's going to do? He's not going to kill Watson.
But if he can get in there, he can tie it up.
He can tie it up and he can keep that big blast weapon from shooting out of combat.
And he really needs to do that.
He really needs to do
Steve really needs a win right now.
that. Yeah.
I'm going to spend a command point on Overwatch because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Sorry,
if you kill him in Overwatch, I'm going to be just pissed.
Sorry, my friend.
Here we go. Okay, look at that. Only one of them, and I go from a 2 up to a 3 up, of which I fail. So I need 5.
Okay.
And I have no CP to reroll this.
All right, here we go.
Which means that if I get a 4 or something,
4.
I don't know, man. 6.
I'll do it.
Whew, okay. Freaked me out. And then the apothecary charges that wraith.
Okay.
Because I'm just gonna move
Squirrely word.
around. Whoop. Land here, so I'm on the bottom. I'm gonna begin with the apothecary.
Okay.
Okay, nothing, re-rolling. Go seal both.
So I pass 1, fail 1.
The lieutenant. None.
No.
All right,
Okay, so I'm going to take the Wraith and put him into the Primaris Lieutenant.
that makes sense.
Hitting on 4s.
Nope, and then 6s. Come on, please. No, 2 2s. He dies. That's too bad.
All right, so next season, I think we're going to get Steve some loaded dice. Maybe he'll have a chance then.
No, he won't. He'll still roll ones.
And at 2, Steve scores 1 for Oaths a Moment, 2 for Engage All Fronts, and 5 for Primary, whereas Michael picks up another 3 for Grind Them Down to make our end at 2 score 30-8.
There was this moment where I was like, man, I'm rolling so poorly, and Rupert said, in a very matter-of-fact way, yes, you're rolling poorly, but that's not why you're losing.
Turn 3 now, and Michael is on the Conquering Tyrant protocol, allowing core units to fall back and shoot, albeit at a -1 to hit. He also scores 15 on Primary and ticks up to 4 command points.
Start of my command phase, I'm going to start healing. So Watson gains a wound, goes to 9 remaining. I have Tesseract Vault over here, heals the 1 wound it's taken. The Wraith heals 1 of the wounds that it's taking. And 1 of my Lich Guard heals back up to full strength. The one who ate the grenade thrown by the apothecary. He's just like...
Good work. It's just going down the drain.
The Overlord over here on the Catacomb Command Barge is going to give a My Will Be Done to the Immortals.
Sure.
Over here. So they have a
Sounds good.
+1 to hit. I'm actually going to, with the Wraith slinking form, I'm going to fall the Wraith back, and he can act normally. The end of my movement phase, my Crypto Thralls are going to walk on and be within this part of the objective. All right, let's start shooting. This fella is going to put his Staff of Light into the Apothecary. Sure. Yep. Good. Okay, Watson is going to put 20 of his shots for the big gun is going to go into them, little gun going into the guy in the front. So let's start with the little guns and see if they make it or break it.
Please, so just fail a lot.
Okay, got it.
So is this everything? Oh yeah, look at that.
5 wounds at -1, sir.
Oh, so I go to a 3 up because of my Storm Shield. I just need the dice to be
Strictly average.
all right.
Everyone at home, can we get a I believe in Steve, please?
Go, Steve, go. Go, Steve, go.
I believe in Steve. I believe in Steve.
I...
Oh God!
This is your fault. You didn't say it loud enough.
And he dies. Put an F in the chat, yeah. So
And then the big gun gets to shoot. Oh, it's only one time though. It's only one time. You're gonna see P roll that, and yeah, you got plenty of command points.
I gotta say.
Ooh.
Michael re-rolling number of shots, take him down to 3 command points, and he goes from a 1 to a 6. The value add continues. That's just wow.
On 2s. Oh, 3 1s.
3 1s.
You know how it feels now.
D6 damage, so if I roll 1,
right.
there one dies. The other one
Oh
has
wow,
one
the
wound.
other one lives.
To fire the 4 Tesla Immortals into those fellows over there.
Yeah.
6s are extra.
I lose 2 guys. My ankles are wet, but my cuffs are bone dry.
Tesla into this little fella over there on his lonesome. So Tesla.
2. 2 1s. Great. I have 4 wounds remaining.
Gauze Immortals firing into captain in front of him, hitting on 3s, rapid fire.
3 up. I fail 2 of them. I got 2 wounds remaining.
Oh, my Lanta, that captain is getting chewed up.
God, he's already dead.
Yeah, he's already dead. Why, God?
Everything's going into character.
Okay, just the whole deal. Okay.
Any 6, pardon me. That is 4 at -2, sir.
Here we are.
2
ups.
2 damage apiece.
3 ups.
These save rolls, man, I feel ill. Wow.
He dies. JT's, for those of you that can't see, JT's in the background, shaking his head and writing stuff down.
Okay, I'm going to fire the Locker's Heavy Destroyer into your Redemptor Dreadnought.
Locust with Techno-Oracular targeting again, down to 2 command points, but the Dreadnought lives. There's still hope here, folks.
I have 8 remaining.
Sounds good.
Yep.
And next up, I'm going to fire the Tesseract Arc. Everything is going into your Redemptor Dreadnought, and everything is firing at the higher profile.
6 hits. Nope.
D6 damage for 4. 2 Tesla cannon, or pardon me, 2 Gauze cannons hitting for 3 shots each, hitting on 3s.
I fail both.
2d3 damage.
Okay.
So 4 damage.
4
3.
damage, but it becomes 2 damage because it's off of each
minus
one.
one each one. Okay, cool. Yeah. We will start with the Wraith, who can fall back and still charge. So he is going to do that into the Apothecary.
Right, the Apothecary, yep, go for it. You're
For
in.
7. Just touch the building. And the Lich Guard going into your... Now, did you remove anybody who'd make the charge harder?
No, it's still a 9.
9.
Just please don't do it.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 9 is charge. That's a 6.
Rerollable.
All right, here we go. 9 is charge. That's 5. No,
Oh,
no, sir.
wow.
No, sir. Your luck is turning around.
You know what? You're right. It is turning around. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Yeah, no.
Okay, fight phase. Wraith, pardon me, is going to put his into your Apothecary, hitting on 4s. What's the...
No, he died. Oh, no, he takes 2 damage, right?
Yeah, it takes 2 damage.
I need a 6. Please.
Here we go. Here we go.
No, he dies. He dead.
Steve, I believed in you.
I know you did, Dick.
This is rough.
This is all but over. His target choices were not the greatest. He got flustered, he got flummoxed, he got on his back foot right away, and I think he keyed more on scoring than he did on killing, and unfortunately, Michael is just rolling like nobody's business. We talked about it, the spiking of the dice, and that's exactly what's happened here. Steve has been a victim of dice.
Mid-turn 3 sees Michael with a commanding lead of 49-8. Steve's really hard up against it here and can't seem to buy a roll at all, but remember, this is aggregate score over 2 games. 5 points on primary and a command point for Steve, and it looks like it's Hail Mary time.
And I'm gonna begin my movement. So the Hellblasters are gonna advance. So they go 5, 6. Yeah, that's that. Okay, great. So psychic, nothing. Shooting time.
Let's do it.
So those 2 Hellblasters.
Yep.
I'm gonna overcharge, and we're just gonna do it. On 3.
Scruffy.
On 3.
I'm Scruffy, and I'm going to do it.
Scruffy, and I'm gonna do it. Hey, the first guy doesn't die.
Excellent.
He hits twice too, which is great.
Yep.
And the second guy, he dies
He dies
really
twice.
hard. Yeah. He dies really hard, but his one shot goes off, so that's nice. And then on 3s, I just need to roll 2 3-ups out of 3 dice to kill those 2 dudes. That's it.
I believe in Steve. I believe in Steve.
No,
Yeah,
almost, but yeah.
You did it.
Okay, I did it. 5 guys here. One of them's gonna huck a grenade here, and the rest of them the whole time.
Okay.
So grenade time.
All right.
Here we go on 3s. Hey, it hits.
You gotcha.
On 5s. No, it doesn't do anything. On 3s.
Yes. So I pass 3, fail 1. So
Damn.
1
Your
damage.
4-ups are so good. Yeah, it's only 1. And then the Dreadnought shoots everything at that thing, because I have to try and kill this thing. D3 shots from the rocket. 4s.
Nope. How much?
2 whole damage.
You putting him?
2d6 shots from the rockets. 10 shots. This is it. This is what's happening. 2 of them. 1 wound, AP -1. Look at that.
I'm good.
Oh, you're good, yeah. And then the Galleon. 1, 2, 3.
Oh god.
Was it 1?
1 hit?
1 hit. Oh, 1 wound at AP -1.
I got it.
Yeah, I bet. I need an 11-inch charge on these 2 dice. Please, please, please.
3.
And apparently I can't do it. So that's sucks. I will CP reroll the stupid Dreadnought. No.
And the dice rolls continue to haunt him. There's no real luck here at all.
Well,
Okay, so I'm gonna charge the vehicle with my unit of intercessors.
okay. I am going to spend a command point to Overwatch with him.
Sounds good.
I'll fire the gauze cannons first. So looking for 6s, which none are. Particle Hurricane. How many shots? Going to 2. That's
6 up! No, I take a damage. That's okay. Distance for 4. Luckily, it's enough. Power fist time. Well, actually, 4s. Because of
quantum shielding.
punch shielding works against melee attacks too. Oh. Well, that's too bad. I'm nothing. And then.
Other guy. I'm okay.
Alrighty, go for it. Attack me back. Makes it.
You make it.
And a 3 sees Steve at 14 points to Michael's 52, and with that, I think they're looking at mathematically sorting this one out, as Steve really has had the short end of things here. Looks like that's what they figured out what the max is going to be and how it's going to work, and that's going to be a final of 88 to 24 in favor of Michael and his Necrons.
Gotta hand it to Steve, because even though the Necrons won, the way Michael was playing, it should have been a higher scoring game for him. And Steve, to his credit, managed to take Michael's score down to 88 rather than high scores of like 97 or even 100.
To his detriment for his own score, but that could affect Tycho and James and Michael in the next round, because this is an aggregate, folks. This isn't a one-game winner.
It's not over yet. Game
Exactly.
3 is coming up. We will have James Jones playing Steve again here, and we'll see what happens. So
bet.
make sure you tune in next week.
Absolutely tune in next week. And a special thanks again to this episode's sponsor, Frontline Gaming. They're your go-to for all things Warhammer, and we are super happy to be using their terrain and their mat for this first round of our championships. If you need anything Warhammer related, be sure to check out frontlinegaming.org and tell them that PlayOn sent you.
Well, that's all for us here at PlayOn. I'm Tau Nick, and this is JT McDowell.
And we're saying, until the next time you see us in the far-flung future of a grimdark universe,
Play on!
Hey.
I don't know what just happened. That was insane.
He was a great sport, and I think we all can see when the dice are skewing one way or the other. I think for him, lots of little things that went perfectly my way and just went slightly off for him. If he just got 1 or 2 of those little things go his way, I think it could have been a really, really close match.